Howdy folks, TJ here. I'm in a conundrum. I've been working on my MorphOS computer all day, and there's a file that I want to easily transfer over to this Mac Pro. And I'm a little too lazy to put a USB stick in here, copy it, and then I don't even have dongles yet for this Mac Pro that has USB-C ports to go from USB-C to A, so it'd be a little complicated. I just want to send a JPEG over there, and I may want to tweak it and send it back. Well, how can you easily do that with MorphOS? Or Linux, or macOS, or all of these different operating systems, because I believe this program called WormHole, which is I'm going to call it a beta version of the software because it's fairly early in its life. Over on the Amigans.net forum, there's a gentleman named Lazy, L-A-Z-I, that's his stage name there, and he has a program that he's created called WormHole. And what it does is it puts a neat little wormhole on your desktop, or ambient, I call it a desktop, where you could drag and drop a file, and over on the other computer, it will come up with a little thing saying, hey, this person's trying to send you something, is it okay? You click OK, and the file comes over. You can also set it to where it automatically does it after the first time, so you don't have to, you can just accept all. Let it come over. For right now, just for the sake of doing it, I think on my Mac, I've already got it set up to automatically receive it. Over here, I don't think I've done that yet. But WormHole, very cool program. And what my experience so far is smaller files like JPEGs and PDF documents, things that are relatively small, transfer quickly and fine. Bigger files like a video that's 600 megabytes in size, not so much. Hopefully the author of it can make some tweaks and adjustments to speed things up and also make sure everything gets transferred over, because my experience with bigger things, I'm not having good luck with that. We'll leave it at that for now, but for smaller files, PDFs, JPEGs, things of that nature, maybe you downloaded something on your Mac Pro and you don't want to download it over here again, you can just transfer it over quickly and have it. Let me take the camera off. We're going to point you to a little new icon I have on my desktop over here. And we're going to launch it, and we're going to transfer a document over, and I'll run around with a camera so you can see this in action. I don't think I've seen anybody else yet with MorphOS that has tried this program. I may be one of the first, at least making a video about it, and I think it is a very good application for somebody like me that's saying, I want to use my MorphOS computer more. That's why I'm exploring this operating system. So if there's things that can help me through the course of the day, work-wise, transferring files back and forth, I give it a thumbs up. So let me take the camera off, and we will show you this together. It may be a little, my hands are getting a little shaky as I get older, but on the desktop, let me turn off that light over here because that's putting a big old glare on the screen. Off goes the light. Okay. That way we don't have like the sun beaming right in our eyes. So here's my new fresh MorphOS desktop. On here is my panel, and that little bottom icon right there is the new program. It's called WormHole, and I've already put it in my panel just because I think it's going to be one I may be using. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And in the middle, all of a sudden appeared this little icon here. Let me make it bigger. Let me focus in on the screen a little bit. You can right-click and go up to View, down to 100%. So it makes it, oh, that looks a little better. And we're going to move it over here so you can kind of see things in action. So that is what it looks like on your desktop. You can move it wherever you like it. And right now, you'll see that it shows its name on the top, and it's looking on my network. I need to now go over to my Mac Pro and make sure I've got it running as well. So let me wake up. Oh, there we go. Well, I do have it running. TJ, that's as big as it looks. Maybe I have to launch this again. Yellow. There we go. It popped up. So now it sees ETHO, that's my MorphOS X5000 computer, and TJ is on the top. That's the name of this Mac. So now we can go back over here, and let's find something that we want to transfer. Let me open up MorphOS, Documents folder. Excuse my cough, but I do that. And we're going to drag and drop something over here. Let's drag audio.pdf on top, drop it. You saw it quickly. There was a little red line that came on here. Smaller files transfer relatively quick. It's probably over here already. Let's focus in on the screen. Well, by golly, it's on my desktop already. Which mouse am I using? I've got multiple mice. Okay, so there it is. Audio PDF. Hey, look at that. It transferred it over from MorphOS. Now, let's transfer something over to my MorphOS computer. I've got some pictures. I make a lot of videos. I've got a folder called DaVinci Resolve. And I made a video yesterday called MorphOS video number 2. I've got a picture that I want to transfer over. So I'm going to drag this over to here, drop it on top, and then run back over here. And then focus again. And it's saying, what do you want to do? Well, I want to save this file. It's a JPEG. And I'm going to save it to my RAM disk. It's hunky-dory fine under that name. Click OK. Now let's go ahead and open up RAM disk. And there is the image. Pretty quick for smaller files. Again, if it's any file of substance, it's going to take a while or may not come over, has been my experience. Let's double click on it. And there we go. Learning MorphOS 3.19 together. Video number 2. So let me put this back up on the tripod so we can wrap up this video. You'll see that for quick file transfers, this may be a very useful, and I'll turn the light back on. Boom. There we go. Okay. So, do you have a need for something like this? I think it's really cool. I'll put the link down below to the website. You'll see all the different versions of the program. They're available for many platforms. There's one for MorphOS. Make sure in your settings for ambient that you have enhanced. Let me see if I can go up there and remember where I went. Ambient. Oh, geez. Ambient. No, that's the wrong one. I need to go to the ambient MUI screen. Go into your edit screen and make sure enhanced display is checked. If it's not checked, I couldn't get it to run the other day. I was getting an error message. As long as that's checked, you should be able to now freely transfer files back and forth with a wormhole. Put your wormhole wherever you want to stick it. Again, adult innuendo once in a while. I got to throw that in. So put it on here, and then in the middle of the window, it shows you on top the name of your network, or network card in this computer, or whatever you've named it. And then on the bottom is the one that you're going to be transferring a file with. They see each other. You can transfer files back and forth. I think this is really cool. Thanks for watching the video, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.